My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. You're gonna have a heart attack and fucking die in front of your class. Congrats. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Fuck. Muto opens the door and enters.
Mewtwo! I am Mewtwo.
Thank God.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again.
I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot.
I imagine he smokes like 6 packs of cigarettes a day.
Dear God, please no. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates.
Hanako.
Yeah.
No, I said Emmy. Hanako was my waifu.
It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only makes it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks.
He's missing an ear.
With the shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient.
I was looking through the classroom. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? And I saw that. And I was like, I didn't think it was like something. I thought it was like he just like had a bandage over his cheek. And I realized that's his fucking ear.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's actually a sword, and they got into a fight.
Yeah. Obviously. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here?
And apparently she just covers her face whenever anyone opens the door.
Yeah. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring.
She could, like, that's not obvious. She could, like, just fasten a hook to that and be a pirate. Like, she's scratching her head with a stub. Oh, did you finish that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class.
The guy in back looks like Peter Griffin.
Same.
Oh my god. It's her. Dun dun dun!
Jesus Christ, just go. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone's looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it'll make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane.
Good job.
Nice.
It's actually Benjamin Button.
Okay. How do I close it?
There's a button.
Okay. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in.
Please welcome our newest classmate.
He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai, right? Got it. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer.
Well, they used to be. Now it's just reading.
I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting.
So, I don't know that this is actually how it works in, like, Japanese schools, but I don't think this has ever I've never seen this happen in an American school. They usually just say, alright, here's the class, sit your ass down, talk to the people while I'm obviously not paying attention to you guys while I'm teaching.
Like in choir, at least in concert choir, our teacher, like our director, she's like, yeah, so here's this new kid. His name's Dane. Be nice to him. Like...
Newbie.
And then basically, like, all the bases became friends with him because he was a base. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump.
What's that? Yeah, that would work better.
It makes me feel a little bad.
We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Good, I wasn't really going to give you a choice anyway.
I know. Prick.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do so better than that?
Oh god, that hurts.
How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh. That's you.
I know, I'm just scared of what we know is coming up.
Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi.
As he calls out her name, that cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter.
It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shichan.
Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you?
I'm actually kind of a dick.
Wow. Fucking cold.
I can see that you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you'd think I was Shichan. Shichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter.
That's exactly what an interpreter is.
You just defined interpreter, Misha. Thanks.
She says it's nice to meet you too.
But you know damn well that's not what I said.
You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course, he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing out there for no reason, right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today, so soon. Hichan, right?
Hichan? Oh, yeah. I was actually confused for a second. I was like, who the I was confused, because that's what she called...
Yeah.
If she had an S, that's what she calls her.
Yep, it fits, doesn't it?
Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname.
Other people have called you that?
His parents, I think.
Oh, I never heard it.
I don't really see how. Well, I think there's some point that somebody else calls him that, like, early on.
It fits! You look just like I imagined.
That's my voice for Shizune.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you look just like a Hichan.
I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands ablur.
That quickly devolved into a slap fight. Oh god.
Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
I'm not actually that smart.
Sorry about that. Shichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation.
Was that familiarize? Because I also stumbled on that.
Yeah, it was familiarize.
With that voice, I stumbled on that.
Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kinda came straight to class today.
I'm a rebel.
Ha 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 ha! That's not good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always, even if the trip's a convenience store. Really, Shishan? Yeah.
She's like, bitch, you what? Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply.
Look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's just how people learn to do things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. So stop looking like you just failed the test. Wario!
Oh, God. That was right in my ear.
You're welcome. Alright.
Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Akemichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan.
Motherfucker, you know that's not what I said.
Maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yep, Shizune is fine.
Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess?
I don't understand these uniforms. Are those, like, this? Do they all just have, like, one giant bicep bulge? Just...
No, they're like the weird, like... I don't know how to describe it.
Hello, my neo-Victorian contemporaries.
Basically.
This is my angry
She
sign.
looks
This is
fucking
angry sign language.
She's like, excuse me?
Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shichan will get mad.
You just have Shizune sitting there like, what the fuck did you fucking say to me, you little bitch? Let me know.
Did you meet Lily?
Yes. I met all of them. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class.
Wahaha, that too!
Wah. I'll just start doing that anytime I see the wahaha. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. She looks like an angry cat.
Her?
Yeah.
Yeah. She got the...
Grumpy cat. I have a grumpy cat sticker on my laptop, actually.
Go fuck yourself. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Man, sounds like my old English class. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable.
I actually did nothing. I just sat back and let them do it.
Basically. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I felt guilty about that.
Don't.
The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met, Muto, down to the bottom floor.
Where I met Mewtwo.
Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate.
It's the cafeteria!
No shit. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets.
So gluten-free pizza.
Sure.
I love how you're just like... Were you actually thinking about that?
No, I realize that could be easily a thing, but like...
I've never met anyone who actually has any problem with gluten at all. I've never actually heard about anyone having any problem with gluten other than they don't want to eat gluten.
Yeah, I don't know if she has a gluten allergy, but I know there was one girl, when I was in group therapy a couple summers ago that, didn't eat gluten at all.
Didn't want to get fat.
Probably not. I don't know that it was because of that, or, like, I remember I asked her once because she ended up being in one of my classes the next, like, school year, but...
See, I'll take this. I'll take the 40-piece nugget, the whole bag of Doritos, an iced tea, and a Diet Coke. I don't want to get fat.
Diet Coke is gross.
That's my least favorite diet soda. My most favorite diet soda is Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi is actually the worst, in my opinion.
No, I like that better than Diet Coke.
How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Angry cat. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite?
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there's something.
I wonder...
No, wait, what about that deaf bitch?
Ask about the library.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again.
There is! It's the second floor! We can show you this sometime.
Thanks.
I need to think of a new voice for her.
I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating.
I was actually gonna consider doing that with the Shizune's.
Maybe they were talking about secret girl stuff or something. I mean... I quickly notice the conversation inside is not enough to fill a silence. No shit.
Well, actually... Your hands make noise.
We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed
no
before
nose.
slumped over at her desk in the last row.
She actually has no nose and no right eye.
She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Jesus. He is just completely blunt, isn't he?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as I walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and, finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school.
It might be your body not getting enough oxygen.
It's probably because you were in a hospital bed for 4 months. Yeah, see? Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless.
Yep, definitely lack of oxygen.
You're gonna die. Your heart's gonna explode.
You're gonna fall off the roof after talking to Kenji.
Jesus Christ. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Oh.
What was that?
Get out of my...
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. We're making our way downtown, walking faces of passion, we're nurse bound. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all of the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
How is that official?
Shut up, that's why.
Fuck yourself.
Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all of the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left, there's a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded like a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter.
CRT monitor. Is that a fax machine?
Absolutely. No, I think it's a printer.
Really?
His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk.
I think it might be both.
Maybe. Well, cause, like,
I think that is the printer and that's a fax. Because I rarely see printers that don't come out with either horizontally.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Hello there. What can I do for you today?
He is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times.
Well, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else.
Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand.
It's cool, robot one. I like to imagine that his hand is literally a robotic extending hand. Like he's 20 feet away, and his hand is just like right next to his out.
Oh, his handshake is rather firm and friendly. Alright, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers.
Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file this morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right?
He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk.
You do recognize where I'm getting this place, right?
It'll come to me. Just keep going. Yes.
Good. You've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always some Cinnabon from my staff around, even at night. But never hesitate to call if there's a problem.
Really?
I'm missing it.
Wow.
I'm
Funimation has fucked you up.
Yep. Now I know.
There you go.
The famous 24-hour nursing staff, complete with Nagisa. Wow, this is like a hospital.
Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here.
His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it.
This is, of course, a joke. We do. This isn't just a hospital. This is a super hospital, motherfucker. Now get your ass on that chair and strap in.
It's actually...
Hot transplant, right now.
It's actually Resurgam. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school.
You get used to it.
I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it.
Now, let me just find your file again.
While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say.
It's epitome.
It's you need to shut the fuck up.
This person would beat me if she heard me say that.
Oh, she will. I'll make sure she knows.
That was a joke. Please don't tell her.
Send a message to Maria.
What the fuck's Maria gonna do?
Michael mispronounced epitome.
No, I did not.
No.
You know damn well that was a joke. What is Maria gonna do?
Come in here and knock your door down.
Opera me to death?
Yes. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office.
I don't see an eye chart.
Damn.
Or a hearing tester thingy.
Damn. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups.
Obey.
Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. I'm sure this is the point where he's like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me?
So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Or stuff like, I don't know, boxing?
He grins to his own joke, but I don't.
Did you ever join a prison gang?
Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates.
Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being.
Oh.
What? You thought we were going to let you run around kicking a ball all day?
My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. I didn't, like, burn anything down when fucking Manchester United won. Or lost, or whatever.
Okay, I was just say, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you even know what you're talking about?
No.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There was no mention of the cause in your paper.
Not exactly.
Was it a fear commitment?
Absolutely. But no. Like, another reason why you don't want to play soccer is because occasionally you do chest bump the ball. I feel like getting hit in the chest by a ball that somebody kicked at you isn't exactly going to be helpful if you have a heart condition.
At least Hisao, unlike actual professional soccer players, wouldn't fake his injury.
Fair enough, but he'd also fucking die in the soccer field and everyone would be like, Jesus Christ.
Red card.
Yeah. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face.
Bitch, you want to get fucking shanked? I will shiv you in the goddamn ass, yo.
You wanna fight me?
Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise will do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said. I don't think you really need such heavy measures. So get some light exercise regularly.
You call me fat?
Get off your fat ass and walk.
Bitch.
Take a brisk jog or something. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So
I was told.
You were? Good. At any rate, sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care of it, not to overexert yourself.
He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already.
You know what you should do? You should join the swim team.
I don't think I will.
Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Stay away from the Crips.
Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content.
Good, that's it, man. Come on, meet me if you ever need anything.
I'm ushered out before I realize it. A quick visit indeed. Felt like I was in there for like 20 minutes though. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I.
Everyone is special. In their own special way. Especially Curtis.
Bitch, I will punt you in the next week. Does that make me one of them?
One of them? Who is them, you fucking ableist bastard?
No. Fucking press A, asshole. One of us?
One of us. One of us.
I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry.
I'm always slightly hungry. And slightly tired. Always.
The weariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside.
You know what would be great? You know what would look great on that white wall right there? Dick butt.
Why?
Dick butt, dick butt, dick butt.
Michael, I'm gonna need you to edit in dick butt right there. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television.
There's gotta be some asshole, like, even though this is school for disabled people, there gotta be some asshole prankster that puts magnets in the bottom of the elevator just waiting for the wheelchair or crutch kids to get on.
Oh my god.
There's gotta be some asshole that done it.
Probably the fucking feminist conspiracy theorist.
Hey, don't you dare talk about Kenji like that.
I will. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the CV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, they all want you to fucking fuck them.
I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway.
I'm pretty sure this is a maintenance department.
He actually sleeps in the janitor's closet.
He doesn't realize it, but he actually sleeps on the janitor.
Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates in the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here.
There are only 2 fucking male students in this goddamn game.
Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Peace out, not guy. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm.
Oh, what's up, dude? Name's Kenji.
Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There's some suspicious-looking people going in and out of the room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people, too. Can't judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I can trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a little while. Is he a Gryffindor?
Yes. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope I'm not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was.
Put a fucking poster up or something.
My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts.
Oh, there's Hee-chan.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today, too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now...
Party!
The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye.
Well, depending on what the medication's in the bottle, it could be a party.
I picked up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label.
Acetaminophen.
2 tablets daily to stay alive.
That's dark.
It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have?
Yes, medical science is fucking twisted.
With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here.
This motherfucker, I bet he didn't have to pay for sheets. We should beat him up and steal his sheets.
Yeah, I had to pay for them.
Yeah.
Fucking bunch of money. Soon the lighter shade of darkness as the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. Night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and feel fear creeping up my spine once again. Ah, yes, my favorite feeling. Panic attacks. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And that's the end of day 1.
Next time on Katawa Shoujo.